And good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Winnetka Ice Arena here in Winnetka, Illinois, where tonight it's the NIHL Game of the Week. This is a Peewee 12U Silver Tier 2 matchup between the visiting Mammoth Peewee 12U A2 team and the host Winnetka Warriors 12U A2 squad here on the NIHL Game of the Week on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite. I'll be your play-by-play person for this evening's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at where these two teams are in the standings. Well, the Warriors come in. They've played 6 games so far in the Silver Division Tier 2. That's the most of any of the squads so far. They're 2-3-1. Good for 5 points. They've scored 14 goals. They've allowed 19 for a -5. Mammoth is right behind them with 4 points. They've only played 3 games on the season so far, however, and they are 2-1-0 with 4 points, 13 goals scored, 5 against, and a plus-minus of +8 for Mammoth. As far as the last games played for these two squads, both of them haven't played since before the Thanksgiving break. The Mammoth lost to the Blues in a home game 3-1. That was on November 23rd. And for Winnetka, they were 6-1 losers to the Elmhurst Chiefs. That was on November 24th. So those were the last 2 games, the last games played for each of these squads. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihl.info. And we got some game notes to pass along. We want to send my appreciation to both the team managers, Mike Freem for Mammoth and Lauren Yarbrough for Winnetka. First for Winnetka, I'll pass along the couple notes I got from Lauren. They're going to have a shorter bench tonight. Goalie Bennett Collins and defenseman Noah Holton are both out with flu-like symptoms, so we hope they're both feeling better soon. And then Lauren would also like to mention a shout-out to the Winnetka Warriors coaching staff. Head coach Michael Vale has been coaching at Winnetka for 10 years, always at the Peewee level. He grew up playing hockey for Winnetka and ultimately went on to be a player and captain for the New Chair hockey team. He brings with him assistant coaches John Weiser and Brian Hickey, who he has known since grade school in Winnetka. All 3 played hockey at varying levels, but have come back together to coach in their hometown. So that's always good to see when you can come back and give back to the community. So shout out to Coach Michael Vale and his coaching staff, and thanks, Lauren, for passing that information along. And then Mike Freem, the manager for Mammoth, was able to provide some nice detailed stats and some player notes. I'll try and intersperse some of those player notes throughout the game. But from a stats standpoint, let's take a look at some of the players. William Perkins, the top scorer for Mammoth, comes in with 31 points, 14 games played. And again, that includes the seeding round. 18 goals scored, 13 assists for 31 points. Right after Perkins is Oscar Almer with 14 goals, 13 assists, 27 points. Vincent Procisi has 12 goals, 9 assists, and 21 points. And then Oscar Wood with 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points. Those are your top 4 scorers. In net for Mammoth, going the whole way, is the sole goaltender for Mammoth is John Freem. He's faced 188 shots on the season over 14 games. He's made 148 saves, allowed 40 goals, which comes out to a 2.86 goals against average and a .787 save percentage. He also has 6 shutouts on the season. So thank you for providing those stats, Mike. And again, I'll go through and touch on some of the player stats as we go through the broadcast here. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. As we get ready to go, Mammoth will be in their road blue uniforms with the light blue numerals and white trim. And for Winnetka, in their home whites with black pants, green numerals, gold trim around the numbers. Winnetka will be going right to left to start things off, and Mammoth left to right. And we're underway here in Winnetka. Puck is dumped inside the zone where Patrick McKinda will play it for Mammoth. He'll sweep it over to his defense partner and trying to move that puck up ice. Now a little log jam there. Wood will have to pick up the loose change for Winnetka, or for Mammoth, and then that puck, that's going to probably go down for an icing call, and yes it is. So that one just short of center and went all the way down past the Winnetka goal line, resulting in an icing call. We get our first line change for both teams. Face-off will be to the left of goalkeeper John Freem. For Winnetka, to our right, that's Edwin Richter in goal. And again, Bennett Collins is out with flu-like symptoms, so it'll be Edwin Richter taking the responsibilities for tonight's game. Play along the far boards. Mammoth trying to get the puck outside the zone, but Winnetka does a good job of keeping it in. There's Jack Wilson on it. He throws it on net, and Freem able to close the pads on that one and put a stick in front of it. Now this will be another icing call against Mammoth with 11:06 remaining here in the first period. No score. Face-off will be to the right of John Freem. For Winnetka in the circle, that'll be Preston Van Eck. Mammoth wins the draw, but Winnetka looks to keep it in, and they will. And then it's backhanded outside the zone, however, by Efstathiou. Inside her own zone there is Hattie Richter. And now Winnetka tries to backhand it outside the zone. That was Harry Maurer, but unable to. Puck still inside the zone. Maurer gets another chance. It deflects, but then it's picked up by a Winnetka player and shot out to center ice. Having a little trouble there is Parker Steiner. Now Winnetka had possession for the moment inside the zone, but Efstathiou backhands it back inside Winnetka territory, where it's going to be picked up by Preston Van Eck. Preston Varak, I should say. Varak, not Van. Rung around the boards over to the near side. Efstathiou will grab it, and he'll skate up along the near boards and then gets the pass over to Wood. Wood having a little trouble handling it. He's going to just dump it inside the zone. Efstathiou will go off for a change, as will Wood. And fresh skaters on for Mammoth. Oh, a little giveaway. Shot and a save made by Richter on that shot attempt by Mammoth on the giveaway at that far point. Now Winnetka looks to go the other way. They'll throw that puck over into the near corner. And tracking that one down will be Hattie Richter. Mammoth gets there first, however. Trying to get it outside the zone was Rasmus. Now Mammoth will skate it up to center. Getting a stick on it, however, was Teddy Hasley. And then is brought back into the Winnetka zone by Mammoth. Along the far boards they go. Puck kind of stuck around that far circle. And a keep in at that far point. Flip shot. That one's going to go wide. That was Procisi, I believe, with the flipper. Centering attempt, that's picked off by Elliot Yarbrough. And Yarbrough will get it once more. Skates it up over the blue line, backhands it off the near boards. He's going to go for the pass himself. Nice job doing a self-pass there. Then that's picked up by Hasley. Hasley tries the backhand, but denied. Good defense there by Mammoth. And now Procisi had the puck for a moment, but then it was knocked away. Winnetka goes the other way. Jack Wilson. Wilson will stop along the near boards, centers it. That one's deflected away. Got to get that number on that defenseman there. I'm not sure I have that number. It's just hard to see. for Mammoth. And we're going to get an icing call. That's Zolke. So Eddie Zolke, number 83. All right. Got that. I got you, Eddie. In the circle for the faceoff will be Annabelle Mergler for Mammoth. And then for Winnetka, Preston Verek. One by Winnetka. Far point. That one's thrown behind the net, and it's going to be chased by Verek. Centering attempt. That's picked off by Mammoth, and we're going to get another icing. Actually, we got an arm up here, but I think that's for icing. Yes, it is. So I thought we were getting a delayed penalty there, but that's another icing call. We have 7:46 remaining in period one. We're still scoreless. Haven't had a whole ton of chances on either end. And the faceoff's going to be to the left of Freem. Preston Verek again for Winnetka. And that puck kind of stuck in the circle and then thrown behind the net. Flipped along the near boards. Mammoth trying to push it out, but that's a keep in there by Henry Walsh. Walsh, near circle, fires. That one never gets through as that one went off of Zolke. Then deflected, and then Zolke threw it over to the far boards. Out to center. Over skating it was Mammoth, but they get the puck back right at the circle, and they'll push that ahead to Perkins. Perkins over the blue line, along the near boards. Puck goes in the near corner. That's dug out of there by Harry Maurer. Now over to the far boards. And picked off. Perkins with a nice stick handle move, but the puck rolled off his stick and then went behind the goal line. Winnetka pushes it out. This is a one-on-one battle. Zolke with a sweep check. And then he's going to take possession behind the net. He backhands it, but it's picked off. Winnetka keeps it between the circles for the moment. Backhanded on net and swept away by Freem. 6:30 to go. Kept in at the near point by Hattie Richter. Then top of the far circle, deflection. That was Verek. Nice deflection, but Freem up to the challenge, and now that puck's dumped along the near boards by Perkins and heads off for a change. Procisi has it for Mammoth, and he'll pass it to the circle. Now Mergler over the blue line, throws it behind the net and chases. Then goes over to the far corner where Jack Wilson will grab it. Backhanded out of the zone by Winnetka, but pushed back ahead by Parker Steiner. Here's Mergler. Mergler with a shot. And that one, glove save made by Edwin Richter. Looked very confident in that save, nice and casual. Nice play there. Mergler really stood out in that little sequence there with a nice rush, and then that shot that had a lot on it. Not sure if it would have been on net, but Edwin Richter made the save regardless. Nice glove save. We'll have face off to his right. One by Mammoth, thrown towards the net. Backhand attempt, and that one's covered up. Between the circles. Pushed on net. Richter with the save. Richter looking strong in net so far as Mammoth. This is their best offensive push here of the game so far. And then it's finally sent out the center where Zolke tried to regain possession. It gets it to Procisi. Now Mergler. Mergler will backhand it into that near corner. That's going to be taken by Teddy Hasley of Winnetka. Trying to get that puck outside the zone was Wilson. He does. And now here comes Yarbrough. Elliot Yarbrough put that puck over in the near corner and chase after it. Mammoth, however, will bring it up ice. 3-on-4. Centering attempt, drop back, no one home. As everyone went kind of like parallel to Almer. And then dropping that pass back, no one was home in a blue jersey. Now going after it is Patrick McKinda. Behind his own net, now over to the near corner, backhands it. And unable to keep it in was Preston Verac, and then he brings it in. And Winnetka will be offside, so we'll have a face-off outside the Mammoth zone along the near boards with 4:08 remaining in period one. We are still scoreless. Verac going up against Mergler. And Perkins tried to gather possession. Now Rasmus has it. Bring it inside the zone along the far boards. Backhanded towards the net. And it goes behind. Now Winnetka will try and carry it forward. That's kept in along those near boards. Shot attempt from Perkins. That was gloved down by Richter, Edwin Richter. Now here's Verac. Preston Verac carries it in along the near boards. Tries to drop it back. Mammoth tries to backhand it outside the zone, and that's kept in nicely again by Harry Maurer. Mergler behind her own net. Up ice, missing connection, however, with Perkins, but it's not enough for icing. And tracking that one down that's Hattie Richter. And now Jack Wilson has it for the Warriors. Top of the near circle, stops, shoots! Oh, and getting a glove on it was Freem, as that was ticketed for the top shelf, and he got just enough on it to have it sail over the crossbar. Now Mammoth out to center, Mergler. Check that, that's Steiner. And now on the far boards, Wood tries to keep it in. We have contact along the far boards, incidental. Shot, save made by Edwin Richter. Now Heaton, cross ice pass, finding Steiner. Steiner will carry it over. Ooh, a little stick handle move there at the blue line, almost brought the team off sides. Now Winnetka will go the other way. Here's Jack Wilson feeding it into Yarbrough. Yarbrough has the puck taken away. And then that's swept over by Heaton and carried forward by Mammoth. Flip shot at center ice. Wow, Almer, nice job just picking that pass out of the midair, firing a shot that hit the side of the net. Good hand-eye coordination there from Almer. Up ice goes the Warriors. That's Hasley. Hasley will throw it in along the near boards, try and chase after it. Mammoth gets there first. They'll throw it up along the far boards and out the center. Here's Procisi. Procisi, spinorama, shot never gets through as that went off of, I believe that was off of Jack Matthews' skate. Zolke throws it on net. That one ping-pongs around a little bit from Richter, but then it goes behind the net. Now Mergler. Mergler with the shot, and that one deflects off of Matthews. And now Winnetka sends it the other way. Giveaway inside the Mammoth zone, but then it's cleared out the center. And thrown back forward by Jack Matthews. Zolke will take it for Mammoth. He's changed directions on Yarbrough. Tried to get it up to Estathiou. But nice job keeping it in the zone by Jack Matthews. Matthews been out there a little while. Here comes Mammoth the other way. Cross ice pass, there's Estathiou. Matthews backhands it outside the zone. Gathered up by Perkins and Mammoth. Oh, but then a giveaway at the blue line. Here's Maurer. Maurer stick handling. He has a puck knocked away, but picked up by Verac. And a shot was deflected over the crossbar. Still in play, however. We're down to 2 seconds. One, and that'll do it. The end of the first period there, no goal. And we'll go to the second period with no score, but a lot of action there, especially in the tail end of that period. So it's kind of good to see. And a good start to this game for both teams. We are scoreless Heading into period 2, the Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games Saturday, December 7th. Blackhawks will be hosting the Winnipeg Jets. That's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central on Chicago Sports Network. Then on Monday, December 9th, the Hawks will be in Madison Square Garden to take on the Rangers in an original 6 matchup. 6 p.m. Central Time, that game on Chicago Sports Network. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. All right, let's go over some of the game notes that were provided by Mike Freen, the manager for Mammoth. Oscar Ulmer, number 2, his favorite team is the Utah Hockey Club. Now, wait a minute. They just started. But anyways, that's Oscar's favorite team. Favorite player is Alex Vlasic, the big defenseman for the Blackhawks. Favorite food, A1 blackened steak. Favorite animal is a sloth. He also runs cross country and plays soccer, and he will only step on the ice if he's using a true stick. So there you go for Oscar Ulmer. For Parker Steiner, number 4, her twin sister also plays for Mammoth. Both Parker and teammate Annabelle Mergler are double rostered on the Mammoth's girls 12U team. Parker spent Thanksgiving break visiting Panama with her family. Well, that's exciting. All right, I love these little information. And if you, team managers, if you're able to gather some of this information for a NIHL game of the week and you have enough time in advance to send that over, feel free to do so. That kind of adds some nice color to the broadcast there, and we can get into the personalities of some of the players, so we appreciate that. All right, we're back in action here. Second period is underway, and we have a stoppage of play as the puck was flipped out over the glass along the far boards. 12-minute periods here in Peewee 12U Silver Tier 2. Face off to the left of Edwin Richter. So again, Winnetka now going left to right this period, and Mammoth right to left. Here's Yarbrough skating over the blue line. That's swept away there momentarily by Heaton, but Yarbrough goes after it. And Mammoth gets the puck back. Mergler trying to center that one over to Perkins. Mergler gets it back and then pushed ahead by Heaton into the Winnetka zone where it's going to be played by Hattie Richter. Hattie Richter throws it over to the far boards. And up ice they go. Here's Yarbrough. It rolls off Yarbrough's stick, gathered up by Steiner. Parker Steiner sweeping it over to Perkins. Perkins between the circles, shot, glove save made, and holding on for the faceoff is Edwin Richter. Faceoff will be to his left. Patrick McKinda, number 9 for Mammoth. Favorite NHL team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Favorite player, Austin Matthews. Patrick McKinda's nickname is Patty Mac. Favorite color, pink, as that shot goes behind the net. Favorite food is cheeseburgers, and why not? Nothing wrong with that. That's always good. And behind the net, centering attempt for Mammoth. Goes over to the far point. Flip shot. That one never gets through. That had a lot on it, however, by Zulke, but just didn't get through. So there was a lot of traffic in front of Richter. Now Zulke with another shot. Pad save made, and then the rebound attempt was stuffed wide of the left post. Keep in by Patty Mack. Tried to throw it on net, and it's eventually going to be covered up by Richter for the faceoff. Nice pressure there put on by McKinda and the Mammoth team. Finish up for Patrick. Favorite animal, the capybara. Patrick plays goalie for his soccer team at FC Lakeshore, and he likes to play drums in his spare time. I'm sure his parents appreciate that. Here's Steiner. Now Mergler, oh, that one went off the referee's shin. Not sure if he's wearing shin guards. Didn't look like it, but, you know, if you're reffing hockey, playing hockey, you're tough. You're hockey tough, so. Over to the far boards we go. Trying to flip it outside, or keep it over to the far point, and eventually comes out to the neutral zone. Now here's Yarbrough. Yarbrough gather it up along the near boards over the blue line. Mergler and Yarbrough going for the puck, and then Steiner is able to gather it. Yarbrough still battling, and he has it behind the net. Centering attempt. That one never gets through. Along the near boards, Mammoth trying to clear, unable to. Another attempt. This time Steiner had the puck knocked off the stick by Yarbrough, and then eventually another chance gets it out to Almer at center ice. Hattie Richter will play it. Goes behind her brother. I'm assuming they're brother and sister, but I have not been told that specifically. I'm just running with that assumption. McKenda inside his own zone. Flip shot, or flip pass, and just came outside the zone, brought in offside by Knudsvig, Hudson Knudsvig. Face-off outside the zone. Virak for Winnetka and Wood for Mammoth. And that one's taken by Winnetka. Oh, nice stick handling, but then the shot was partially deflected and went wide of the right post on that effort there by Henry Walsh. Now out to center. Pass intercepted. Mammoth kind of bunching up. And then it's eventually sent over to Efstathiou. It's deflected behind the net. It's going to be tracked down by Jack Matthews. Mammoth keeps it in that near corner, however. And now Walsh. Henry Walsh, stick handling. Flips it off the glass. Actually kind of hit the dasher there. Walsh gets it back on the deflection. Then flip towards the net. Ooh, that one hit the side of the net from Zulke. Winnetka having a little problem getting the puck outside their zone for the moment. McKenda keeps it in. This is sort of a slap pass. Goes behind the net, and it's going to be played by Matthews. And now the Warriors finally get the puck outside the zone. Preston Virak dumps it in the zone. Chasing after it is Walsh. Walsh behind the net. Looking for a centering attempt. Just didn't have a clear pass over to Virak. Otherwise, that's where it would have gone because he was standing there between the circles. Now thrown back in the zone by Harry Maurer. And Mammoth recovers behind their own net over to the near corner. Virak with the keep attempt. Also trying to keep that puck in the zone is Tommy Waldron. Now Virak with the shot and a save made by Freem. The rebound kicked to his right, but then it was gathered up by Mammoth, and Wood dumps it in and heads for a change for Mammoth. Keep in by Mergler. Between the circles, Mergler. Little flip shot, scores! Annabelle Mergler gets the first goal of the game with some traffic in front of Freem, and Mammoth pulls out ahead 1-0. So Annabelle Mergler with the first goal of the game. And it's a 1-0 lead for Mammoth with 6:55 to go here in period 2. Here's Hattie Richter. Throws it out to center. Procisi and Mergler battling for it for Mammoth, and Procisi keeps it inside the zone, skates to the top of the near circle, but then the puck rolled off his stick. Kept in, however, by Heaton, and Heaton with a little flip shot, glove down by Freem. Now thrown over to Yarbrough on the far boards. He's got to get it out, unable to. And this second attempt, he's able to sweep it out. And now Winnetka looking to get on offense, but Mammoth will intercept and bring it forward. Here's Heaton across center ice, over the blue line, near circle, shot, save made by Freem, and then Heaton following up for the rebound. That was a tough save by Freem, and then he was sort of his momentum was carrying him away from the left post, or the near post to us, and then he was able to get himself centered. Oh, and then a shot hit the post from the far boards. I believe that was off the stick of Perkins. Then it's sent out the center. Wow. That was almost a 2-0 lead there for Mammoth. Between the circles, going wide, shot, save made by Freem. And again, that's Edwin Richter. I kept calling, that's Richter in net for Winnetka. Freem is to our right, and Freem just made that save to our right there. And Richter with that saves for Winnetka to our left. So my apologies for the confusion there. Behind the net circling is Jack Wilson for the Warriors. That's going to be kept in by Jack Matthews at that far point. Flip towards the net. Oh, in tight. Never able to get a shot off was Jack Wilson. Matthews gets back to save the day, but what a job defensively by Heaton of Mammoth to deny Wilson a shot attempt there as he was coming right in on Freem. Dumped in the zone by Virak. And then the return pass was just out in front of him. He's going to have to chase it. And then he gets it over. Tried to make connection there with Maurer. And it sails by the stick. Here's Walsh. Walsh trying to center Virak. Goes behind the net. Mammoth gets it out to center. Jack Matthews throws it back inside the zone. And we're going to say that was short of center, so that'll be an icing call against Winnetka. We'll bring it back inside the Warrior zone. Faceoff will be to the left of Edwin Richter. Yeah, Richter's had to come up pretty big there in this period, even though they have the one goal. And they don't have the goal on the scoreboard. Not sure what that's all about. There it is. Finally put up there. 3:55 to go. 1-0 lead for Mammoth here in period 2. Flipped out to center. Mammoth will track it down. McKenda. And then over to the far boards we go. That's Harry Maurer. Maurer trying to get it to Walsh. Walsh touches it inside the zone. And then it's immediately thrown outside by Mammoth. And dump back in. Chasing after it will be Virak. Trying to keep it in at the blue line was Maurer, but unable to. Almer gets the puck up to Perkins. Nice tap defensively there by Matthews to get it back to neutral zone. Then it's dumped back in. That's going to be an icing against Mammoth. So we'll have an offensive zone draw now for Winnetka. This will be to the left of goaltender John Freem. In the dot for the Warriors, Teddy Hasley. And it's going to be Annabelle Mergler for Mammoth. Referee trying to get both players in position, along with the wingers. Puck is dropped. He was going to come out of that. Looks like Mammoth will gain possession, try to flip it out to center. Oh, what a keep there by Knudsvig. But then Mammoth eventually gains possession. Here's Hattie Richter, up ice to Yarborough. Yarborough battling there with Mergler. Mergler is able to shovel it ahead. And now Mammoth tries to get it out along the near boards. They do. Richter backhands it over to Yarborough on the far boards. Tries to skate it ahead, but it's taken away by Mammoth. They'll head inside the zone. Stick handling, shooting, and a blocker save made by Richter. That's off the stick of Heaton. Patrick Heaton. Here's Steiner. Parker Steiner. Up ahead to Efstathiou. And then that comes outside the zone. Steiner will have to retreat. Pass to the circle to Heaton. Deflected. Yarborough. It's a 1-on-4 at the moment. Yarborough tries to stick handle around Heaton, but Heaton with the long reach is able to deny. 1:48 to go here in period 2. 1-0 Mammoth. Efstathiou, or actually that's Rasmus, throws the puck in off sides. And that puck will come outside the Warrior zone along the far boards for a neutral zone faceoff. It'll be Wood against Virek. And Winnetka wins the draw. Here's Walsh. Walsh battling there with Wood. Wood doing a good job and eventually gets it ahead to Ulmer. Ulmer, pass between the circles to Perkins. Shot, glove save made by Richter. Edwin Richter with the save. And flip behind, or was going to go behind the net, but Richter was able to glove that and hold on for the faceoff with 1:20 to go here in period 2. Faceoff to the left of Edwin Richter. Wood and Virek again on the draw. Puck stuck in the circle, then thrown towards the net. And that might have been deflected away by Richter. Walsh will carry it forward. Here's Walsh. Henry Walsh throwing it over to Virek along the near boards. Centering attempt, trying to get it back to Walsh, but it was too far out in front. Then over to Matthews at the far point. Throws it on net. Initial save made by Freem. Puck is loose. No one sees it yet. Now Walsh has it. Henry Walsh stick handling, trying to get it by, but that's taken away by Mammoth. Up ice, picked off. Kept inside the zone momentarily there by Waldron, and now it rolls out to Winnetka territory. Up ice they go. Here's Maurer. Harry Maurer to Virek. Virek carries it over, and it's taken away Procisi for Mammoth with 15 seconds on the clock. Over on the far boards. Now 7 seconds. Walsh trying to get it out to center. Oh, and then we're going to have a penalty right at the end of the period. That's going to be a cross-check, I believe, on Henry Walsh, as Walsh cross-checked Mergler right as the horn sound. We'll head to the third period. One nothing Mammoth. So they'll enforce that penalty at the beginning of period number 3, as that'll be on Henry Walsh. Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that their Little Blackhawks Learn to Play is a program created by the NHL to make hockey more accessible and to inspire boys and girls 4 to 9 years old to get in the game. The Blackhawks' goal is for the kids enrolled in this program to become part of the local hockey community and develop fundamental skills that'll help them succeed on and off the ice. If you know kids who might be interested, you can find more details and register for winter or spring Little Blackhawks Learn to Play programming at NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/little-Blackhawks. Let's go back into some of the player notes here. Patrick Heaton, number 17 for Mammoth. Favorite team is the Blackhawks, of course. Favorite player, Connor Bedard. He goes by Patty. Favorite food is pizza. I think I like Patrick. Favorite animals, dog. Favorite color is blue. Yeah, he's checking all the boxes here. He's got them all checked off here. His dad is the coach. His 2 younger sisters play for Mammoth. He also plays tackle, football, lacrosse, and golf. Man, he plays a lot. When he's not playing sports, he enjoys drawing. So that is Patrick Heaton, number 17, one of the defensemen for Mammoth. Backhanded, and does that one get through or no? Richter's able to cover up and make the save. So it is a penalty on Henry Walsh. And a power play for Mammoth looking to add to their lead. It'll be Ulmer in the circle for Mammoth against Teddy Hasley. Puck is dropped. Mammoth wins the draw. Here's Zulke. Zulke from the near point, cross-ice pass. And that one shot by McKenda. That one sails over the crossbar, back over to the near boards. Kept in by Mammoth. Oh, and then the cross-ice pass trying to get it to Perkins from Ulmer. Does not get through, and then the puck's knocked out to the neutral zone. Minute 20 on the penalty to Walsh. 11:16 to go here in the third period. Now here's Hattie Richter. Hattie Richter will flip it to center ice. Procisi carries it in. I think Perkins was a little bit ahead of the play there, but no offsides call. Near corner. Now behind the net. Two players behind the net for Mammoth. No one in front. And now Winnetka trying to get the puck out. Nice job there by Preston Verek to at least get it out to the neutral zone, even though Mammoth throws it back in. 38 seconds remaining on the power play for Mammoth. Clearing attempt is kept in. Hattie Richter will have to throw it over to the near boards. Preston Verek will look to get it outside the zone. But Mergler does a good job of keeping it, allowing Ulmer to pick up the loose change for Mammoth. 18 seconds on the power play. Preston Verek. Oh, a diving attempt to get it outside the zone, but Heaton keeps it in. His shot attempts deflects over to the near corner. Down to 7 seconds on the power play. Here's Yarborough. Yarborough eventually gets it out the center, does Verek. Penalty is over. Both teams are back at full strength, and this will be an icing call against Winnetka with 9:51 to go. So the Warriors do a good job of killing off that penalty. And now they're still within one goal, but they do have to get some offense generated, get some shots on goaltender John Freen. As it is, it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Warriors. Preston Verek. Now it'll be Mergler against Preston Verek. Draw one by Mammoth. Rasmus tried to flip it towards the net, but never got through, too much traffic. Now play in the near corner. Behind the net. Here's Walsh, Henry Walsh. Trying to carry it forward. Nice job by Mergler to keep it inside the zone. Jack Matthews will have to play it. Flip attempt, unable to clear. Now it's Waldron. Out to the neutral zone, Walsh. Walsh takes it wide. Along the far boards, Walsh eludes a defender. Behind the net, looking for a centering attempt. Changes direction, centered between the circles, but at that point, Verek had changed direction. Then it was picked off by Rasmus of Mammoth. Good effort, though, by Walsh to stop spin and center, but unable to make the connection with Verek. Mammoth keeps it inside the zone. Procisi with the shot, save, rebound, score! Mammoth gets the rebound. And it's Ulmer. Oscar Ulmer with the rebound goal. After Procisi put the initial shot on net, Ulmer got the rebound, and it's 2-0. So 2-0's your score. And now the hole is a little bit deeper for the Warriors, as they are trailing by 2 now. After that rebound goal by Oscar Ulmer off the initial shot from Procisi. That puck goes behind the net. The Warriors are going to have to find some way to get their offense on track there, as it's been tilted to our right most of this third period. Still plenty of time, though. 8:08 remaining. Parker Steiner will carry the mail for the Mammoth. Into the neutral zone goes Steiner. Steiner will bring it all the way in, coast to coast for Steiner. Then tried to push it ahead to Ulmer, taken away by Winnetka. Procisi keeps it, shot on net, save made by Edwin Richter. Now over to the near point, and Heaton is able to keep it in for Mammoth. Yarborough tries to flip it out. He does. Inside Mammoth territory, there's a foot race for it. It's Steiner against Jack Wilson, and Steiner comes out with it. Backhands it ahead. Hattie Richter keeps it in. And now Heaton will have to gather it up for Mammoth. Heaton over center ice, over the blue line. Stick handles, gets a shot, save made. Richter wasn't sure where it was, and then he's able to cover it up as underneath the pads with 6:58 to go here in period 3. 2-0 Mammoth. Nice shot there, nice rush by Heaton. Faceoff will be to the right of Edwin Richter. Virak against Mergler. Warriors win the draw. They try and backhand it out, but it's kept in. Here's McKenda. Shot attempt well wide. It goes behind the net. Keep in attempt by the far point. Unsuccessful as the Warriors get it outside to the neutral zone. Mammoth tried to shovel it back in. It's going to be picked up by Walsh. Walsh cross-ice pass finds Maurer. Maurer will dump it. But nothing but blue jerseys heading for it as Mergler gathers it up. Oh, that one deflected. Comes back to Maurer. Flip shot on net. Never gets through as getting in front of that one was Zolke. Yeah, Mergler pass attempt just kind of got deflected. Now here's Perkins with a partial break. But the puck rolled off, and then it's on net where Richter's able to glove it and set it aside. Matthews gets it out to center. Here's Virak. Virak ahead to Walsh, trying to get it over to Maurer. Kept in. Here's Walsh. Walsh. And it's knocked out to center. Bringing it up ice. Mammoth. Winnetka will gather the puck along the near boards. Rasmus has it. Wood to his right. And we get an offsides call. Faceoff will come outside the zone along the far boards. Teddy Hasley for Winnetka. And that was Ulmer for Mammoth. Steiner with the shot for Mammoth. That one's gloved aside by Richter. Kept in along the far boards. Here's Ulmer. Ulmer. Centering attempt, deflected away by Hattie Richter, and then that shot goes wide by Steiner, just wide of the right post. 5 minutes remaining here in the game. 2-0 lead for Mammoth. Steiner will have to track it down, too slow for icing. And she'll take it behind her net. Oh, rolls off the stick. Yarborough looking for an outlet. No one there. Then throws it behind the net. Procisi gathers it up. Stick handles and gets it ahead to Ulmer. Ulmer along the near boards, top of the near circle. Centering attempt, trying to get it back to Procisi. Oh, and then Winnetka tried to get it out. It was Yarborough, but just didn't have enough legs on it. He just wanted to get it outside of his zone. Now here's Jack Wilson. Wilson for Winnetka as we're down to 4:18 remaining. 2-0 lead for Mammoth. Kept in by Procisi. Flip shot save made by Richter. Centering attempt comes back. And it's follow through by Efstathiou. Never got on net as there was too much traffic and deflected over to the far corner. Now here's Virak. Virak has Yarborough to his right, to his left. Too far out in front. But he was over center at the time, I believe, so no icing. And then centered by Yarborough, and it came out to Virak. And it goes in. That goal counts. I think Virak gets the goal. Yarborough and Virak were there, but Winnetka gets the goal And they cut their deficit in half, 2-1 with 3:45 remaining. We'll give that one to Virak. And it's 2-1. Boy, that was a fortunate bounce there for Winnetka. And now Walsh carries it in. Top of the far circle. Looks to center, no one home at the moment. Using good leverage, though, to ward off the Mammoth defender was Walsh. And then he gathers the puck back up. Walsh, cross-ice pass. Shot is deflected. Maurer throws it behind the net. That's going to be taken by Mammoth. Tried to clear. Walsh gets in front of it. Walsh. Stick handling in that far corner. There's Virak, but he didn't see him. Virak was waiting there near the left post, but Walsh didn't see him at the moment when he was stick handling. And he throws it between the circles, no one home. That's going to be gathered up by Thieu. Tried to throw it out to center. That's kept in momentarily by the Warriors, and then they get it out to center. Maurer has it. Now Wood for Mammoth. Wood pushes it inside the Warriors zone. Matthews in his skates gets it out to center. Virak tips it ahead, but he falls down. And he's heading off for a change. We're down to 2:30 remaining here in the game. 2-1 lead for Mammoth. As that shot goes wide of Edwin Richter. And along the near boards they go. Here's Walsh. Walsh dumped in by Hasley. Parker Steiner will track it down with 2:09 remaining. Stick handles around Walsh. Steiner brings it up to center. Steiner over the blue line, near boards. Backhand pass, but it goes over to Jack Matthews of the Warriors. He tries to flip it out to center, but Mergler's going to keep it inside the zone. Here's Hasley behind his own net. Teddy Hasley trying to get it outside to center. Then it's thrown over to the far boards once more. Jack Matthews pushes it ahead. Here's Steiner, Parker Steiner, down to a minute 36. Yarborough and Walsh. I think Walsh has been on there for like 5 minutes. And you wonder when Virak will get back out there. Walsh trying to chase Ulmer, and there is Virak as he just came out on the ice. Minute 16, the goal is empty to our right, so empty net for the Warriors. As Walsh is looking to center, Mammoth picks it up. Now Hattie Richter will try and go back, and that one's just dumped inside the zone. Good play there by Ulmer just to take some time off the clock instead of throwing it towards the net. Richter stick handling. Gets it out to center. Here's Yarborough. Yarborough flip and chase. Not high enough, but then McKenda lost the handle on it momentarily. Throw toward the net, deflected, and it went wide to Wilson. Between the circles. Shot. Score! Tie game! As throwing it between the wickets was Teddy Hasley, and we're all tied here in Winnetka with 35.5 seconds. Hasley gets the equalizer. Whoa, what a game. It was a 2-0 lead for Mammoth with about 4 minutes remaining in the period. But then Preston Virak got a goal on a nice deflection. The puck ricocheted around, and he was in a good spot to throw it in the net. And then Teddy Hasley got the equalizer here with 35 seconds remaining. There is no overtime, so this will go down as a tie if no one scores here in the next 22 seconds. Here's Walsh. Walsh, top of the near circle, shoots, scores! Henry Walsh! And the Warriors grab a 3-2 lead. Incredible comeback by Winnetka. Again, Mammoth was up 2-0 with just over 4 minutes remaining. 3 goals in almost 4 minutes for Winnetka. And they take a 3-2 lead, and that forces Mammoth to call a timeout here. Wow. End-to-end action. What a gutsy effort there by the Warriors, and what an effort by Walsh. He just got out in front and put that one past Freem. And we have a 3-2 lead for Winnetka with 16.4 seconds remaining. All right, how about some more Mammoth player profiles? Oscar Wood, number 25. His nickname's Woody. Favorite team is the Blackhawks. Favorite player, Wayne Gretzky. Favorite food is sushi. Favorite animal is chicken. That could also be a favorite food, but it's his favorite animal. Also plays lacrosse and tackle football, and he plays trumpet in the Nicholas Middle School Band. John F. Stithiu, number 28. Favorite team's the Blackhawks. Favorite player, Connor Bedard. His nickname is Jack. Favorite color, blue. Favorite food, sushi. Favorite animal is his dog, Kane. He also plays golf. He likes to cook. He's also into art, drawing, and loves to visit other countries. All right. 16.4 seconds remaining. It's Preston Verek in the middle for Winnetka, going up against Wood for Mammoth. The net is empty to our left now. Out to center. Mergler had the puck thrown off the stick. Then it's dumped in. 5 seconds remaining. I don't think they're going to get a shot off. 2 seconds, 1 second. And time expires here in the Winnetka Ice Arena. And 3 goals in just under 4 minutes. And the Warriors come back from a 2-0 deficit. Record. It's not red. Okay. What a game. Again, Mammoth with the 2-0 lead. The Warriors come back with 3 goals in less than 4 minutes. And our final score here, Winnetka winning it 3-2. An incredible game here. That's what you can expect here on the NIHL Game of the Week. Just a crazy game, a fun game here in the Peewee 12U Silver Tier 2 division. But Winnetka with a 3-goal comeback, down 2-0 with about 4 minutes remaining. They score 3 to win the game 3-2 on their home ice. And for Winnetka, we'll take a look at things now in the standings. They'll now move up to 7 points. 7 games played, 3-3-1, 7 points for the Warriors. Mammoth will fall to 2-2-0, and they'll remain at 4 points there. So your final score again here from the Winnetka Ice Arena, the Warriors 3 and Mammoth 2. The 2024-25 season is well underway. The divisions that played the seeding round have now been realigned for good competitive fit. All the teams in the league are now playing in their regular season schedule. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. And if your team manager is interested in arranging a NIHL Game of the Week broadcast, ask them to contact streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. Once again, that's streamsportsmidwest@gmail.com. All right. For my cameraman, Curtis Willowite, this is Eric Willowite saying so long from Winnetka. Once again, your final, the Warriors 3, Mammoth 2. We'll see you the next time on the NIHL Game of the Week. So long, everybody.